So officially, between Rose Leslie and Michelle Yeoh, we got our first crossover between Game of Thrones and Star Trek. Morgan is directed by Luke Scott, son of Ridley Scott, and written by Seth W. Owen, and it stars Kate Mara, Rose Leslie, Anya Taylor-Joy, Paul Giamatti, Toby Jones, and Michelle Yeoh. So this is about a corporate risk management consultant agent who goes into this house in the middle of nowhere in the forest to test if this AI created by Michelle Yeoh and Toby Jones is worth risking by putting out in the public, or if it should be terminated. The trailers really got me for this one. Yes, we kind of seen this before in Ex Machina in a good way, or in Species in a bad way, and I really like to see these movies analyzing AI and how humans interpret it. And coming out of the hype from Westworld, it was really something I was really looking forward to. And I gotta say, I really enjoy how this movie looks. Luke Scott certainly inherits some talents from his father. He can really frame a shot beautifully. He can tell a story visually by setting up the camera and let it rest on the actors, on the characters, and on the scene itself. He really has some good music and very well done sound design accompanying him throughout the whole narrative. This is once more one of those cases where the trailer lies to you, because the trailers for this movie really sell it as this fast-paced action movie where this AI is going nuts and is going to blow the minds and beat the shit out of everyone that surrounds it. No. Even in the second half, which is when the AI cuts loose and starts beating the crap out of everyone and everything, it's very slow. This movie sets itself up very slowly. It's a slow burn. It's a slow character study of each and every one of these individuals, who some like this girl, who some don't like this girl, who some like this girl for business purposes, others feel more of a close personal attached to it. And you got all these different sorts of perspectives, and the movie takes its time analyzing each and every one of these perspectives and lets you, the audience, decide which side you are on, if you are rooting for this girl, if you are not. Kate Mara is this woman who comes from corporate, so immediately you shouldn't like her. She comes off as very, very cold. She's not one to get attached. She's just there to do her job. She doesn't care much for any of these people around. She laughs a little bit when they tell a joke or something like that. She's social enough to be sympathetic, but still she's very cold. She's very apart from everyone else. She keeps her distance both psychologically and physically, and that's as well a very well done character study, which I enjoyed a lot, and it's a very different one from the one you have of Morgan, played by Anya Taylor-Joy, who I gotta say does a very good job. She's the only one who impressed me in this movie. Everyone is good. Toby Jones, Michelle Yeoh, Rose Leslie, Kate Mara. Kate Mara, an actress I love. She was good. She didn't impress me in this movie. There was never anyone to grab onto, really, and that's one of the problems of this movie. But Anya Taylor-Joy really was very good as this AI who is volatile to violence, but she wants to prove others wrong and prove to corporate that she deserves to live. And now she has the mentality of a teenager, given how fast and how well she grew psychologically and physically once again, but she still is a child nonetheless. She was still created only 5 years ago. This movie has several problems, but the biggest one is how it keeps struggling with itself if it wants to be a character study, a complex one at that, psychologically analyzing each and every one of these characters, which it does in the second half well enough, but then it also wants to be this fast-paced action that has this badass AI really going at it and really going to kick each and every one of these people, and it really wants to make you feel endangered for the rest of the characters. And in that aspect, once again, it shares many great elements with Ex Machina, but also many bad elements with Species. There's also no one else that you will remember throughout. There's not one memorable character. As I said, the performances are all around good, the actors are fine enough, the characters get their development well enough, but all of them are pretty bland and boring, except for Kate Mara and Anya Taylor-Joy's, which you get a glimpse of how interesting they could be, but they really don't become that interesting throughout the whole movie. This movie, as I said, has amazing sound design. This movie, when there are fight scenes and people punch each other or kick each other or get thrown against a wall or a tree or a rock, you feel it, but at the same time, they are very, very badly shot. These are some of the worst filmed fight sequences that I've ever seen. It's cut, 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 close up, close up, close up, close close up, on the leg, on the arm, on the back of the head, on the back, on the feet, on the hand. You don't really get to see what's really going on. The sound design really makes you go, ow, ooh, ah. The filming of it really doesn't allow you to enjoy it in its complete form. I talked about how the characters are boring, but another problem they have is that they are very, very dumb, at least most of them. There's one part of this movie where Paul Giamatti goes to interrogate Anya Taylor-Joy, and you've seen a part of it in the trailer, and if you've seen the part of it that is in the trailer, you can guess what is going to happen, and it's not like this movie is predictable. It's like, this guy is very stupid. You know what's going to happen if you keep doing that, right? Yeah, right. All in all, Morgan is fine gathering of ups. Good acting, good camera work, good sound design, good soundtrack throughout. It has boring characters, a very, very flawed premise, and I mean in the execution of said premise, not that the premise is flawed. It's very interesting. There is promise for Luke Scott, although he still has a lot to grow up as a filmmaker, but I can see his future brightening much more. Morgan is interesting, but it's not anything memorable, and because of that, I will give it a C+. What did you think of Morgan, my beautiful geekies? Did you see it? Did you not? What perspective would you like to see a movie give to an AI-related movie? Let me know that in the comments below, as well as your questions for the hashtag Rogue One Q&A. The Q&A is coming next week, after Rogue One premieres and after I see it, and bring you a spoilers and a spoilers-free review for that. And I will see you beautiful geekies at Comic-Con this week. I can't wait for that. 2 days away. And of course I will bring you reviews still every single day. Don't forget to like this video and share. That is a big way for you guys to help me out. And beautiful geekies, thanks to you guys, truly, thanks to you, we are so near 500 subscribers. I can't believe how near we are to 500 subscribers. I can't wait for us to reach it, to celebrate. I'll have some special news on that celebration video, so stay tuned. And of course, as always, stay beautiful, stay geeky, shit!